played a good game. We tried to go by our game model by keeping the ball and trying to circulate the ball, and then making sure that we create a lot of spaces in the middle of the park where we utilize the spaces that we created. Again, I think we created some few decent chances that we could have scored, but then we couldn't convert them. So on the whole, I think we have shown in this game that gradually the team is becoming better. If you look at the tempo and the temperament of the game, playing a derby with about six of the players being starters for the first time in a derby like this, and you couldn't see that these guys were debutants in the derby. So I'm impressed and I'm happy about the performance of the team, and I'm sure with time the team will become better than we are now. Expectations were very high before the match, looking at the level at which the team had peaked up to. So everybody was expecting that we'll get not this. I mean, we'll get a better score outcome, not this outcome. But then this is Hasselhoff that we played. If you come to their home grounds and you get a point, I think we have to make do with. But everybody knew that we're going to get a different outcome. But that's what happened. We've gotten a point, and it's okay. There's nothing we can do about it. The good thing, if you reflect, the good thing is that the team didn't drop in performance. Rather, we played better. So what I would say is that because of the way we are playing better, it gave our opponent that information that they have to step up their game. And I'm sure you all attest to the fact that they've never played this way before in the league. I mean, I stand for correction, though. I mean, with all due respect to them, I respect Hasselhoff. But if you look at the tempo at which they played, the temperament with which they played, the desire to win this game, you see that they have stepped up their game in their performance in this game. So a point away, looking at the way they also played, I think it's okay. Mbella came to the party. As I said earlier on, the defense of Hasselhoff knew how dreadful he has been. So they also step up their game in terms of their physical ability and in terms of their tactical approach. So to me, as a coach, I think he came to the party. He created a lot of movement without the ball, which gave us a lot of spaces there. First round is over. As I always tell my players, you can never satisfy me. It's not about arrogance, but if I coach you and I see the quality in you, I will tell you where you have to be at a certain point. And I think that there's a lot in these young gentlemen I'm working with, and they can do better. So we have to step up, because another 17 matches to be played. We need to step up so that we stay at the top and make sure that we don't drop points. But tactically, how we wanted to approach the game, we couldn't have brought all the four in, so that was why they had to be on the bench. So, and you saw it, Mudasiru and then Sheriff Mohammed. You saw how wonderfully they played. When Agadas and Blay also came in, they kept the standard and even added a little bit of a tempo to it. So these are four quality, good, talented midfielders that I have. And as a coach, I need to manage them well so that they don't drop in performance. So to me, the reason why they were on the bench was that those who started were as equally good as them. The injury situation, he's fit now, but you know, we have match fitness. I think he's yet to gain his match fitness. But then we brought him in based on the fact of what we saw at training. I mean, his training was good, it was of quality, and we thought it wise to bring him in. And in high-profile matches like this, I think you need players of his caliber to get just that one chance and cause the havoc. There are certain venues, when you go there, it's not friendly at all. I mean, when you go there, they treat you like hated enemies, not like friendly rivals. I mean, you go there, the intimidation, the threat, some even want to beat you up. So I am of the view that the security component of our league should be beefed up so that when we go to such venues, we'll be safe. I think, and then some of the pitches that we play on, they are not good at all. They don't give us the opportunity to express ourselves. I mean, it doesn't give the players the opportunity to express themselves. If you look at the quality of the Accra Sports Stadium, the pitch today, you saw the quality of the game. Both teams try to keep the ball on the turf. And I think if all the venues have good quality pitches like this, I think our league will be better, and this La Liga and EPL and what have you will be a thing of the past, because there are a lot of young talent in the country. And when we get the pitches, I think we can get there. With respect to the substitution, it was a tactical orientation that we did. We had to do some shifting of players in position. And we all know Sheriff to be a multifunctional player. He can fit in every position. And at that particular moment, if you look at the tempo of the game at that time, we needed to augment the middle of the park. So it was prudent on our part to rather keep Sheriff, who was already doing well in the game. That was why we shifted him to the right, so that we could still keep our shape of having a one certain player, which is a pivot player, and one advanced player, which is an offensive midfielder in the person of Blay. So Agadas came in as a pivot, as a defensive midfielder, Blay as an offensive midfielder to add up to Richmond Lamptey, and then Sheriff went to give the cover and the support on the right side of the park. Football is a game of chances. Opponents come in with the idea of creating chances to score. So, I mean, once a while, opponents will create the chances. But then once they create them and they don't score, it means we have a good defensive shape, we have a good defensive structure, and then we have a good defensive organization. Because once they create them and they are unable to convert them, it means that the defense are able to provide the necessary cover, balance, and support that is needed to prevent them from scoring.